Does anybody know if the countdown for YouTube can be longer than 3 seconds? Because I feel like I'm always racing. As soon as I turn my page, it seems to start counting down. I think I'm live. Not that I'm just talking. Hang on 1 second. I don't. Says. Oh, okay. It said something about moderation. Paint with moderation. Nope. No, I don't think it said that. All right. We are. Sorry, this is where I left my mess here this yesterday evening. I did not get time to do a full new piece for my Mexican 100-day project, but I did want to include this piece, so I added a mural behind it. And I thought, I think that works. I know that it was done on another day, but I still added to it yesterday. Kind of like my 100-day project last year that I didn't finish, when I was editing and revamping and recycling old pieces. All right, let's see who is here today and who is painting with me. You know who I'm gonna do today? Did I tell you already? I'm painting Jamie Oliver. I'm gonna get his photo out in a minute. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Maria. Maria, I hope you're feeling well. Hi, C. How are you? Hello, Nanette. How are you? All right, so I'm not doing anything in my Mexican book today, but we are on day 26. You know, it feels good. It's a quarter of where we should be at. Like, and that's kind of nice, right? I like that. So the book is slowly filling up. I also like looking at the spine and seeing how much, and I added a title to my book, because if not, I have all my sketchbooks in my cupboard and I can't see what they are. I have to go through that as well. Oh my gosh, I need more time in the day. More hours. Yesterday, our portrait class went well. I love gouache. Yeah, I was happy with those. And I don't know why my Oaxaca book is out, but I do have a few spots left in the trip to Oaxaca in February. So if you are interested in joining us, get on there. There's 2 early bird spots left. I would love for you to come with us. Tash, Nanette, see, I know you want to, and can't. All right, let's get started, because you know it would really be nice to finish this portrait. Really lovely. Okay, well, I put it in the Padlet. I gotta find where I am. March make a difference. And here we go. Jamie Oliver. If you don't know who Jamie Oliver is, look him up. He, in my early 20s, he started a TV show in England, and he was a chef at the River Cafe, which is a well-known restaurant in London, and he kind of took it to another level, kind of like a Julia Child, but a modern Julia Child, and how easy it was to cook for the family. And so he was around the same time as Nigella Lawson, and he's great, and he's doing fantastic for like schools and bringing in healthy meals for schools. So I love what he's out there doing with his talent. He's always on MasterChef Australia. I love Chef Australia. All right, I do have a bit. Let me just get some water in my spray bottle because I'm out of that. And I do have a bit of gouache left from yesterday, so I may use that. Hang on 1 second. So I'm going to get a base down. Hopefully I have some paper. Why isn't it spraying? Okay, spraying. I've got water. Who are you doing? And yeah, let me know who you're doing. I had 3 different portraits, but this one, I like the lighting on this one, so I'm going to do this one. Also, the baby blue is nice. Okay, let me know what you guys are up to, if you're painting, if you're just grabbing a coffee. I have to, in a minute, give Piper some food as well. She doesn't have any food, poor little lass. Nanette, are you painting this morning with us? Did you know Jamie Oliver has 5 girls, like kids? I mean, there's a lot of families that I know who have 5 girls. I know 3 just in my town. I think that's a lot of kids. Just want to reactivate some of these colors. Yeah, 5. And that says going to work on Jamie as part of my 100-day. Oh, yay. That'll be great. Looking forward to seeing that. Also, it's good practice for my class later because, okay, I really want to get a base on here. Now, I could get, I do have some acrylic gouache. I really need to keep some cheap acrylics out, I think. I'll do it with this. Sorry. Yeah, I'm using not the best paper, so if I can at least scrape 1 layer across it, that will definitely help. And I do have, if I take another piece of paper and just scrape that on it so that I can prep another page. This paint actually, it's acrylic gouache and it dries so quickly, like it's already dry. Okay, I'm gonna get the shape of his face on here. Oh, today is Thursday already. How does that happen so quickly? Thursday's like one of those it's like Groundhog Day. Every week Thursday comes along, but it comes along so quickly, and I think because there's a lot that goes on a Thursday, it's like I'm excited for Thursday, but there's a lot. There's my art class. Dylan Sarah has his, I think he's doing a drawn together today. Maybe Meryl can confirm. Is Meryl here? Hi, Julie. Hi, Susan. Hello, Reb. Yeah, I think maybe Dylan Sarah is doing something today. I know that Melissa has her art hang party. Reb, I forgot to ask you yesterday how your 100-day project's going, of your oddities. I'm just going to go over the whole thing. I guess this is, I'm working with gouache today, so you'll see me working a little bit differently to acrylic. Well, no, it's very similar to acrylics yesterday, but yesterday was, should I say, not a disaster, but it was a little bit of a struggle yesterday. Just a wee bit of a struggle. Eventually, I was an hour and a half on that portrait. Eventually, yes, the portrait came through, but boy, oh boy, did I have a rough time with that one. And Reb says it's going great. Are you still working in your little antique book? I love that book. So cool. Okay, let's get his ears on. I think I went a bit too wide on this side. And I'm not necessarily keeping the background color, but it was just a base, just to get that base on, basically. They can be a bit larger, his ears. Some have turned out really great. Oh, good. Susan says, good morning, Shar. You never stop. Well, I just figure I should probably keep going, Susan. Everyone did such a great job in the portraits yesterday. They weren't easy because they were profile portraits, but I'm looking forward to today and it being a little bit looser because we're working with mixed media on top of gouache. So, and I think I've given you easier poses today, or easier reference photos today. Oh, I'm going to talk about me a little bit today. It's my birthday coming up soon, and I love birthdays, but you know what I would love is to have a few hours during the day if it's on my birthday. If I don't have any plans, because I know that my neighbor, she's like, we'll go out for the day, let's go out, it's your birthday. And I can't remember if my birthday, I think it's on a Tuesday, so she'll probably be working, so I won't be able to do that, but I can probably go out on another day. But anyway, I would love to have a few drawing sessions with you all. So I'm going to put them in the calendar, and it's more selfishly because I will be here on my own. So it will be nice to have friends with me celebrating, or at least drawing. So I think I may do that. It's April 1st. And remember how we were going to do abstract landscapes for April? Well, I thought it would be nice to just get together and make a sketchbook for April. So those are my thoughts. That's it. Done talking about me now. Hi Leslie, how are you? Anyway, so if you're around on April 1st, I think it would be really nice to have a few drawing sessions. I think I'll pick a few different ones of what I love to draw. So, or maybe I should do all the things that I love, like we could draw sushi because I love sushi, things like that. We could draw Piper because I love Piper. No, I'll think about it. I would also like to do an illustration on my birthday, so I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do. I'll see. Anyway, thoughts. Those are thoughts. Nanette says that would be a fun way to celebrate. Yeah. And Sue says, lovely idea for your birthday. And I have an Uber Eats card, so I can get Uber Eats to feed me all day, so I don't have to go out. But I will have to go out with Piper, which is fine. Or maybe I should go out. Maybe I should take a couple of breaks and go and, you know, go and have a coffee. And well, I could probably fill my day up with drawing sessions and seeing friends. I think I should probably do that, just so that I don't feel a little bit like a hermit. Okay, I'm just going to get the light on his face. So I think you can see by doing these portraits like this, I know it's a bit, you know, it feels not very spontaneous, and definitely a little bit more planned, but I think it's a great way of, I know Cassandra Kim works like this as well. A lot of people work like this, just looking at the shapes. And because you're painting it straight away, feels different. Okay, I think I made his, if his nose is, oh, his nose is up here a little bit more. Okay. Maybe I'll bring his chin down slightly. Oh yes, Reb, I'll do that. And Reb says, go get your free Starbucks on your birthday. Yeah, you know how many times, how many years I've forgotten to get that? A lot. That is not very opaque. If you're joining, welcome. We are drawing people who have been making a difference in March. Not just in March, but people who have been making a difference in their lives. And Jamie Oliver, this is Jamie Oliver. He is a British artist, and he is a huge advocate for children eating well. So in schools and things like that, he's like introduced menus for schools and taught, you know, taught the kitchens at schools like that provide lunches, how to go about providing healthy lunches. He's tried to get schools to take away vending machines selling not very healthy food. Susan says, what a fun way to celebrate and kick off Abstract Landscape April. Yeah, so maybe we'll start the morning by making a sketchbook. And then, and I can't, is the first on a Tuesday, or is the first, if it's on the Monday, that would be perfect, because we can just have a Zoom with our people, paying subscribers, and then we can take a break for a couple of hours and then come back and do our day one, and then we can come back and do an afternoon session. Maybe it won't be drawing all day, but we can do a lot of the time. Leslie says, oh, I love Jamie Oliver. He's such a fantastic influencer. He is. Oh, the first is a Tuesday? Oh, well, maybe we can just have a Zoom anyway. We'll have a birthday Zoom. Yeah. Okay, I feel like his head's too narrow, but I'm gonna wait until I get some darker values on here. Could be just this that I've made a little bit too narrow. I have leftover paint. I have put a little bit of paint on here, fresh paint. I was chatting to Ava, a lovely lady who takes a lot of my classes, and she was saying how she couldn't get her consistency right, but it was because she was just using dry gouache from a palette. So she'd made her own palette with gouache, and she was like, I just can't get it. It's like really watery. I'm like, yeah, you know, it does help when you have like from the tube gouache. You almost need it. Just, you know, to get that creamy consistency, definitely helps to have from the tube gouache. Okay, I can correct his ears on this side when I do the background. Don't like this brush for this point in the portrait. Really great shadow on his face on this one. I think I made it too narrow though. So I think I can correct it. We'll see. We will see. Looks like Clark Kent right now in mine. But you know, we do this in the morning. We lose them and we find them again. And that's the fun of painting, right? So anyone got any travels coming up? I know I know there's a Oaxaca trip for Susan. Late April. Anyone else doing any travel? Okay. You're gonna see this is definitely too narrow. I think I can bring him over. Only because I made his face longer. Julie's, oh yes, Bologna. Hang on. Is that next week? Mm. Nanette says, I'm interested in making a sketchbook. Do we need anything special for it? Nanette, I will give you a list of what you need. I want to try and make a very simple one. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but we do need enough pages for it to work. Like, we've made things like this in the past in our Patreon. So this is one that I have. This is just Japanese paper to go over it, but this was a bound, a very simple one. So there's only one, two, three. So it depends how big you want to make it. So this one has 3 holes, and this was for the 100-day project of patterns, 100 days of patterns, 100 patterns. I think I may have even done this backwards, either that or it was the last page. But yeah, so this was a nice sketchbook to do. And I think feeling the back, I think we glued it, so we put it all together. I mean, it would be good to actually do it a little bit before April 1st. So yeah. Julie says, you need to tell me where you are just in case we could grab a coffee if you like. Okay, so Nanette is going to Brooklyn in May, and Reb says, we're going on a little camping trip. Julie says she's going to Bologna, and Leslie says we are biking in the Loire Valley. Oh, so pretty in mid-May. And Sue says, Julie, that sounds like we need to know more. And Julie says, oh, Leslie, not far from me. And Nanette says, wow. Yeah, so, oh, that's such a good idea. Reb, you're smart, you are. Reb says, make the sketchbook making the Monday, the 31st. That's a great idea. Okay, I'll do that. I love that you organize my life like this. It's so good. Julie says, you need to tell me more. Oh, okay, we just said that, just in case we can grab a coffee. And Julie says, see, if I'm off to Bologna during the illustration, I'm off to Bologna during the illustration festival because there's a bus straight from here. And Leslie says, I would love to meet up with you. Leslie, you've been meeting up with quite a few people, How many people have you met up with yet? You haven't met up with Michelle yet. You have to meet up with Michelle. You'll love Michelle. I have to get you guys on that. And maybe I'll just come up to Ottawa and we can all meet up. Or when you're in Toronto. You haven't been down to Toronto this month, have you, Leslie? I'm very slow this morning. Okay, I'm going to start blocking him because I think it's just, I like how that works. Melissa's not awake yet. She must be having a good lay-in. Or she's just getting ready for her day, maybe. Hi, Nick. How are you? Nick knows who this is because he loves Australia. Jamie loves Australia. And you know what, Nick? I saw the latest MasterChef Australia, and I couldn't watch it past a certain point, and I don't know what happened. Okay, his ears are way too high up. That's what's wrong. I gotta get Jamie right. Like, this isn't good if I get Jamie wrong. Yeah, so I don't know who won. I think I saw like maybe, I don't know, 5 episodes or something like that. Not many. But he was on it. Love Jamie Oliver. Struggling a little bit this morning. I think because I wanted to do his face smaller and it just has done something. And it's quite wide, his face. Okay, so I need to bring his ears down. I'm going to do that now. C says, I love Jamie Oliver too. Oh, and Leslie says maybe in April. Okay. You did? Which one? Nick says she got a new Jamie Oliver book. Recipe book. I have a couple. I don't have all of them. Okay, not quite sure where this is going, but it's not going how I planned because it doesn't really look like him right now. It's all right. Yesterday's painting day got better as the day went, so hopefully this will go better too. He just looks like a different guy here right now. I can put his eyes in. Welcome if you're joining. I am struggling with Jamie Oliver this morning. Maybe it's the orange. No, I used orange yesterday, and it was fine. So I think I've just got my shapes a little bit off. So yeah, I think there is tonight, there is, oh, Nanette says, did you say Jamie is an artist as well as, no, he's not an artist. He's just a chef. Oh, Nick says 1 pan. Oh, I saw that one. 1 pan. He has a 20-minute one as well. Do you have that one? Melissa says, good morning. Good morning, Melissa. Melissa is awake. She can tell us what she is doing for Art Hang Party this evening. I am struggling with Jamie this morning. It's weird because I picked it because I love the light on here. It's right, he'll come together. Something is throwing me off though. Maybe because I haven't got his nose in there yet. Jamie Oliver got his start in acting. Oh yes, you're right, Maria. He was doing like small theatre acting. I could see that, him being an actor. A thespian, more like stage actor. Okay, I think this is also where I'm like off. Which I kind of knew at the beginning that was, there we go. It's the chin. The chin was giving me the issues. Melissa says we're celebrating nature in spring at, oh yeah, happy spring everybody. Today is the first day of spring. That's exciting. We're supposed to get rain all today. I mean, that is spring weather, isn't it? Really. So that is at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you haven't been to one of Melissa's art hang parties. And the Visual Arts Passage has their evening today. And does anybody know if Dylan Sarah has his Drawn Together with Dylan today? Okay, I've got this wrong too. I got a lot of stuff wrong today. My eyes are just not working, obviously, or my brain isn't. Maybe it's my brain. I think I need to bring his hair up even more. I may just do this one as a, like, not a fully finished. No, I have to finish. I was going to say. We'll just do this one as a little bit of an abstract portrait. But that would be a shame not to finish Jamie. Nick says we have 15-minute meals and 30-minute meals. They take us about 4 times as long. Haha. Oh, I don't have either of those. But yeah. I do like the idea of the one pan thing, because I do that a little quite often, so that I like those one pan dinners. Is it one pan dinners? I think it may be called one pan dinners. Nick says, the Dylan doing that monthly now, and it was last week, not sure. Oh, is it monthly? Okay, drawn together. I thought maybe he was going to do weekly, but no, maybe not. Maybe not, maybe not. Okay, it's the eyebrows as well. And this eye is not level with the other eye, so I've got to fix that. He actually looks a little bit like my brother looks a little bit like Jamie Oliver. A little, not a lot, a little. I gotta focus. It's because the shadows are kind of subtle around his eyes, because he's blonde or lightish. There aren't these heavy shadows that I'm putting in, so I just have to correct those. And I think get some more white. I'm using a lot of colors today. So if you're just joining, this is Jamie Oliver, and in the month of March we are drawing people who have been making a difference, and Jamie Oliver has. And I'm just, you know, trying to find him right now, because he's not showing up for me. We've drawn Jamie Oliver before. Remember when we did our month of recipes and chefs? Oh, do I have that book here? I think I may have it. Where is it? I saw it the other day and I had it. No, I think I put it back. That was a fun project. Good morning, Janice. How are you? Melissa says, I think this is looking a lot like him. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. We'll see. We'll see how it progresses, because I may lose him again. That happens. I believe that I may have on this side. It's all about spacing, and I think I need to bring this out even more. It just, you know, his head just keeps growing. That happens a lot in my pieces. Shouldn't, but it does. Anyone who joined recently, let us know what you're up to. Are you working on your 100-day project? Are you working on your morning daily? What are you doing? And if you are just joining, we were planning my birthday. No, because I'm going to be here for my birthday, and I don't have any plans yet, but I thought on the 31st in the morning, which is a Monday, well, thanks to Reb, because she suggested this, I was thinking of making a sketchbook for April for the landscapes. And so I thought we could do it on my birthday, but then Reb said, why? Because then I said, oh, it would be nice to do it ahead of time. She's like, you can do it on the Monday in your Zoom. So I'm like, that's such a good idea. So thanks again, Reb, for that. Made by Reb. And so that'll be the Monday, and then on my birthday we'll have a Zoom, or maybe we'll have a Zoom. Did I say a Zoom or a YouTube? Maybe we'll have a Zoom instead and get our day one done. And then I'll take Piper for a walk, go and get my Starbucks birthday coffee, and then have another Zoom, maybe drawing things that I love drawing, or continue our 100-day project for an hour. So yeah, fill the day up with like 3 or 4 Zoom sessions. They don't have to all be at once. They can be different times, but I will send some Luma links so that it goes into your calendar. Oh, that was a bit high. That's okay. I'm going to just leave it like that because I want to bring the hair back into that space. So anyway, if you missed that, that's what we're planning. And I will be having a drawing session this week as well. I was going to do, well, I'm not going to tell you, because if not, I'm not 100% sure if the other person can make it, so we'll see. But there will be a drawing session this weekend. And I will let you know what time. And I think I'll make sure it goes out in Illuma, because that's easier for everybody to get reminders. And I'm cleaning up my Substack this morning, continuing to, so I will be able to make that video very soon. And what else is happening in my world? Well, it's Thursday, so It's Art Hang Party, it's Visual Arts Passage, and I'm not sure if Dylan's got his thing. Nick says it's going to be monthly, so, and he already did it last week, so I think that's not today. Anything happening in your worlds? I think he's looking a little bit more like Jamie now. He's done a lot for like England, but he's also done a lot for other countries like Australia and the States. Like I think he's become international because of the way he wants to approach nutrition in schools. So it's been, I think he's really, you know, I don't know, he's got he has a wife and 5 girls. I don't know how he gets to spend time with any of them. We're going a little bit colourful today, Jamie. Oh, we've got 8 minutes left. I always get to this point and I'm like, how much time do we have left? All right. Let's get some warmth on here as well. And I need to pull this down. See, when it's dry, I can't, it's very hard to get the same creaminess with gouache. Oh, got the purple out. That didn't do so well yesterday. Maybe it just depends on the portrait. Starting off with purple definitely didn't work yesterday. Leslie says, you've got him, Shar. I don't know, there's still like a little bit, Leslie, that I'm struggling with, but he'll show up. He has to show up. If I'm showing up for him, he can show up for me, right? Yeah. that may be too dark. I do like using mustard. Mustard's nice. It's a nice, it's a weird value. Like it's has that kind of like, it pushes back, but yeah, it's a strange color on portraits, but I really like it. I'm going to correct that, don't worry. If you are worried, I'm not sure if you're worried. You're probably not worried. Ah, Jamie, now I see you. Where were you all this morning? Took you a bit of time to show up, mate. See, you're sweet. You got him. No, he got me. He came back. It took him a little bit of time, but he came back, so that's good. You know? Don't like how he took so much time. It kind of scares me when when it doesn't happen like it should. I wonder if, like, because he is really a celebrity chef. I wonder if celebrity chef ever see, like, pictures that people do of them and think, oh my God, do I look like that? Like how do they, because I know, you know, we all are very critical of how we look. I don't, honestly, like, I've gotten over, like, people, if somebody wants to draw me, I'm just honored that they want to draw me, but thank you, Nick, by the way, if you're still here. I appreciate your portrait, and I didn't get time to share it. I have to share it. He looks cheeky like himself. Yeah, he is a bit cheeky. But you know, I wonder what they think. Okay, need a little bit of lighter tone here. I know they also have moderators on their social media, so a lot of times your image, like, even if you tag them, it won't get seen. Like, they have to approve tags and things like that, so you don't always see or they won't always see it because it may have not been approved. And sometimes the values are just not right, so you have to go in over your values, make it right. I want this to be a little bit darker on this side. He's very colourful. Sorry, I know it's time. If you have to go, please do go. I look forward to seeing what you've been doing. Melissa says, I bet they enjoy seeing art. Also, you are one of the most fun people to draw, which is why I sneak portraits of you all the time. Yes, thank you, Melissa. Melissa also draws me a lot. Melissa says, I once had a basketball player respond to one of my stories when I posted a drawing of him saying how much he loved it and asked if he could buy it. Did he buy it? Oh, he never responded to my response. Haha. Oh, and Nick says his company is massive. Yeah, so maybe he probably doesn't see it. I'll tag him. I'll tag the company. Yeah, and like I said, sometimes you can't even tag people. My red is all dried up and it's not giving me what I want. But I think I'm going to keep him colorful. He's a colorful person, so I can keep him nice and colorful. Jamie. Let's get a little bit of the darker pupil in. See if this brush is going to perform. I kind of like this crazy hair going on up here, so I don't really want to change it too much. All right, Jamie, you're done. This could be his next book cover. You're so lovely, you are. Thank you. Jamie Oliver. Thanks very much, mate. Looking lovely. Looking lovely. Thank you everybody for joining this morning. I hope you have a great day. Today is Thursday. Don't forget Melissa has her art hang party. I have a class at 1. We are doing gouache portraits, mixed media gouache portraits. What else? Oh, and yes, so Visual Arts Passage has their drawing hive, which is at the same time as Melissa's. So if you want to do portraits, you know, go over to Drawing Hive with the Visual Arts Passage. If you want to draw a bit of spring, which I think we need here in Canada, even though it's the first day of spring, so happy spring. Yes, Susan says, happy spring. He's fantastic. Thank you. And then it says, thank you. So glad to have been able to join you. Happy that you were here too, Nanette. Thank you. And Janice says, looks just like him. And Nick says, yes, he's also dyslexic. Amazing given his book sales. Yes, he has a great team working with him who has helped him along the way. And he's the most down-to-earth person I think ever, so it's he's a great guy. So that's why I wanted to draw him today. Have a good day everybody. See you. Bye.